Hello and what's up YouTube? I would like to show you the upgrade that I did with my CRF250L center stand. I made this simple center stand for my Honda CRF 2 years ago and I have used it a lot ever since. I'll show you how it works. You can see that it separates into two parts and I attached it under the bike. Then it works like a regular motorcycle center stand. There is an extension arm to provide more leverage that I step on and it lifts the rear wheel off the ground. Just recently, I thought of putting wheels on it so that I have the ability to move the bike while it is on the stand. These are caster wheels that I got from an old discarded furniture. Just like the rest of the project, all are made from recycled materials. I did not have to buy any of these materials. The square steel tubing are just offcuts I saved from previous construction works in the house. You will notice that I removed the swiveling part of the caster wheel for the two wheels attached to the front. It is necessary to do this because this is where the stand pivots when lifting up the bike. So the next step is to weld the wheels on the existing center stand. I suck in welding but my crappy welds are good enough for this project. Just a reminder that the caster wheels to use should be strong enough for the weight of the bike. With the wheels attached to the bottom, it raises the center stand off the ground by additional 2.5 inches. Therefore, I have to remove the additional height from the top to restore the original geometry of the center stand. I marked the spot where the new pins will be relocated. That matches the original height of the pins before adding the wheels. Then I proceed to drill holes on the square tubing so that I can insert a steel rod that goes all the way through both arms of the stand. The steel rod will later be cut to length and will form the pins. I welded the steel rod to the arms before cutting it to appropriate length. This ensures the perfect alignment of the pins at both sides. This step is important because steel tends to warp and bend during welding. So after welding the steel rod and let it cool down, I proceed to cut it to the length of the pins. These pins will hold the weight of the bike, so needless to say that it must be strong. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, and dog, the best CRF250L center stand in the world. It just needs a few more finishing touches and then I'll show you how it works. I painted it to look nice and give some protection from rust. These are pieces of my garden hose that I cut and attached to cover the pins. As usual, I separate the center stand into two parts so that I can install it on the bike. The CRF250L has these holes at the bottom of the frame, and that is where I insert the pins. Then I have this extension lever that I step into and it lifts up the rear wheel of the bike with very little effort. The two fixed wheels in front makes lifting the center stand easier than ever. The other two caster wheels enables it to steer while being moved around. I am very pleased with the outcome of this upgrade to my very simple yet very functional contraption. And these are the important dimensions if you want to build your own. I used 1 inch by 1 inch thin wall square tubing, but the choice of material is up to you. You may need to make adjustments based on the materials that you have or the size of the caster wheels available. So take these dimensions as a guide only. Unlike most of the bike clips you can buy, this one is temporarily attached to the frame of the bike, so it is very stable. It works on the CRF because of the two holes in the frame. By now you'll figure out why I put those rubber hose on the pins. That is to protect the paint of the bike frame. This center stand is very useful when doing chain cleaning or maintenance and repair work on the bike. This center stand also works with my CB500X Rally, one-of-a-kind bike. There you have it, folks. I hope you like this short video and find it useful. Highly appreciate if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.